In Port Vila, Vanuatu, life goes on. There is a struggle, but also an acceptance of the blend of the old culture and the ever-increasing influx of the ways of Western cultures. In any country, the big city is a merry-go-round of excitement, of flashy cars, tall buildings, new faces, job prospects, a perceived prosperity. But in the rural areas, and in Vanuatu especially, the traditional way is subsistence farming, fishing, and 90% unemployment. The average rural villager in Vanuatu is still very, very poor. When sickness or an accident strikes down their children, the cost of treatment, of travelling to the hospital, of accommodation, is still the single greatest barrier to those children getting the treatment they need. Shekinah House is still the most culturally acceptable answer to this ongoing problem, but every day wasted has a terrible toll. During our time travelling around the islands of Vanuatu, my wife and I have become acutely aware of the traumas faced by children when an accident or sickness occurs. We have seen firsthand a young village girl dying in much discomfort from what we were told was leukemia. A boy with a badly deformed foot unable to walk and too heavy for his mother to carry him. A 10-year-old girl accidentally stabbed in the eye by her sister. 1 year later, her parents can finally afford to get her to hospital, where the doctors remove the now useless eye and send her home the same day. This is the norm for many of the children of one of Australia's nearest neighbours, Vanuatu.
For a child to be brought to the central hospital in Port Vila, there are 3 specific costs involved for the parents. The biggest cost is that of travelling either by ship or aircraft for the child and the accompanying parent. Another large cost is that of accommodation in Port Vila for the accompanying family members. And a third and lesser cost to the family is the one of medical and out-of-pocket expenses. Added to all of these expenses is the greatest problem facing our rural communities, the problem of low income or no income at all for so many villages.
I am Lepakomata Riki, and I am the manager of the Vila Central Hospital, and I am speaking on behalf of the Department of Health for Vanuatu. Shekinah Ministries and Pastor Tom and Heather Whipp have seen some of our problems firsthand through the years of traveling within our islands.
Shekinah Ministries is proposing one solution which will remove a proportion of the economic burden on parents, and is where the groundbreaking Shekinah House proposal will provide some culturally acceptable solutions.
Shekinah House is a concept which is challenging and encouraging new thinking within our government. We are fully behind Shekinah House, and we are providing hospital land and a building for innovation to bring this wonderful project to fruition.
The kitchen is almost fully installed with some minor shelving and cupboard work to finish. Outside, the toilets, showers and laundry facilities have been plumbed and are awaiting further installation work. A very large tree stump, which sat in the middle of our proposed manager's cottage site, has finally been removed after 2 bulldozers, a truck and 6 men with pickaxes toiled, sweated and rattled for 8 days. In the last 2 weeks, after a grader had levelled our land, we raked and finally finished the surface. Now we watch and wait for the grass to regrow while 100 other jobs confront our minute workforce. We need to resheet the rusting roof, install main gates, start building the manager's cottage, build a covered children's play area. These are all a part of this magnificent project for the children of Vanuatu.